Command to all units. Operation is a go. Operation is a go. Authorization code Hyperion. Begin operations as rehearsed. Keep up the momentum. Stop for nothing. All units move to attack positions. Begin operations.
Pala had planned a surprise dawn assault on Boscali Territory, initially aiming to take South Boscali General Aviation. The attack from the south was supported by an amphibious landing in the west of the island, catching Boscali forces in a pincer movement. The Promethean officials announced live on the news that they had launched their assault on the Boscali Territory, mere moments after the first shots were fired. They claimed that their operation was being carried out to ensure that they could safely disarm the Boscali Defence Forces of their nuclear weapons and other strategic assets used to threaten the Promethean people. Initial losses at the start of the assault were high for both sides, but Promethean forces pushed on towards South Boscali Aviation, whilst Pala naval forces approached the west coast, a coast that was almost undefended at this time. The stage was set for a powerful showdown of forces between the Boscali Defence Forces and the Promethean Armed Liberation Alliance. Hello and welcome to Declaration of War. This is the first part, the prologue, and this is a 3-part campaign created by BlissfulRis. And orders just came through, we've started operations, hence the missiles flying away from our helicopter right now. We're in a chicane, and our first part of our mission, our first objective, is to engage enemy forces in and around South Boscali General Aviation, and so capture the airbase there. Air defences are quite heavy on the ground, including more than one very lethal point defence weapons. But you may have just seen the very large column of armoured vehicles advancing across the bridge towards the base from our side, so hopefully our ground forces will put in the hard work to capture the airbase. Meanwhile, I'll just keep trying to dodge these enemy missiles coming my way. Right, it looks like our guards have gotten to the other side of the bridge. They're pushing on, so let's keep continuing to support them whilst also trying not to get killed at the same time. Right, hopefully now our ground forces will begin to engage the enemy air defences from their positions, and we can start now pushing over the sound here, over the sea towards the base, which should fall to our forces any minute by the looks of things. In the meantime, I can keep trying to score points by shooting at these targets here, if I can lock up the right ones. Alright, there it is. South Boscali General Aviation has fallen to our chaps, and we should be able to use that now to rearm, refuel, respawn and all the rest of it. It looks like there's still some pockets of enemy resistance around the base weather, so we'll continue to hunt after those. So we've achieved our first objective, we've captured the base. There are new objectives popping up all the time, and it looks like there's an amphibious landing happening on the west coast of Boscali as well, so that's another interesting part of the campaign. Those forces should be moving inland to link up with our forces here advancing from the south. So it's going to land and rearm, get some more missiles, maybe get a new helicopter when it's damaged. And it looks like the beachhead is being established at last. The landing forces have arrived on the west coast. And I have to say, I'm quite impressed with this sort of thing. I cannot use the mission editor at all. I just can't figure it out. So anybody who can do that impresses me. So top respect there to BlissfulRis for putting this together, and to anyone else who does similar kind of things, putting these sorts of missions together. If you have a mission, and you'll see in this video right now, and you have a mission that you would like to see featured perhaps, just give me the link in the comments there, down below, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Right, it's time to have a go at something new. Now, obviously, I don't normally play Pala, but this mission, this campaign, is fought from the Pala perspective, and I'm happy to try it out. So I get to go in the INVADES, which is, of course, more specifically a Pala aircraft, but I'm sure it will serve me fine today. So we're just going to head up towards the front and engage whatever we can engage. There's a column of enemy vehicles there pushing down towards our forces. So I'm just going to give them a healthy dose of AGM-48 missile fire. There we go. Now I'm going to have to keep my wits about me because I don't know exactly what there is ahead of me, apart from, you know, these armoured vehicles I can see. But more and more units keep popping up every moment, and at any moment, air defence units may in fact appear and have their way with me. So I need to be careful of that. There's a small BDF encampment here. Let's just give this a few whacks with my missiles. Finish that off. Okay, it seemed to take them like a champ. Never mind. Let's get through the mountains. Oh, hang on. Oh, gosh. That's not good. Like I said, enemy air defense just appearing out of nowhere.
Right engine failure. Left engine failure.
Those Seabiz things are very good at ambushing you as you fly past. So GG to him. Okay, we've got ourselves a new INVADES. We're heading back towards the front with a new batch of AGM-48 missiles, as well as our 40mm grenade launcher as well. And having taken a quick glance at the map, I know that somewhere ahead of me is an air defense group. A small group of units specifically for shooting down aircraft. There's a SPAG and there's a SAM-IR launcher as well, so I'm going to try and knock these things out. It's not going to be particularly easy because obviously they protect each other. So I'm going to have a go with the AGM-48 first. However, I don't expect them to get through. I imagine they'll be shot down either by the self-propelled anti-aircraft weapon or the IR missile launcher. Ideally, what I'd like to try and do perhaps is get nice and low, nice and fast, and get stuck in with the GMG, the 40mm grenade launchers. Because funny enough, a 40mm grenade is really difficult to shoot down compared to an AGM-48 missile. I mean, you can see right here my missiles being knocked out of the sky. There's another air defense missile going up there to shoot down yet another of my shots. But with saturation, something hits. Oh, there we go. As I was saying, we managed to hit something there. That's one of the air defense units. But there is still a SP-AAG, and I think there's another IR SAM as well. And I don't know if I can do it with the 40mm, but I'm going to try. Just need to come about and come in from a different angle, maybe try and use some of the terrain protection. Here we go, let's try it from over here. If I could just not go above the ground. Oh shit.
Left engine failure.
Oh,
right engine
crap.
failure.
Okay, well that was an absolute fail. Okay, so as I was flying back towards the front line, the mission, as they do in nuclear option, came to a very abrupt end. Outside one, of course, we achieved our initial objectives in the invasion, and now it's on to the second part of the mission, which will of course be in another video. And so I've really enjoyed this little mission. I like the fact that someone's put their own work into it and made it themselves. So thank you once again to BlissfulRis for that. And if you have your own mission you'd like to see featured on the channel, let me know in the comment section or on one of the nuclear option discords. Thank you ever so much for watching and supporting the channel. Hope to see you again very soon. Cheerio.